computer. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. So hi, everybody. Welcome to today's call. We are August 14th. We are getting close to the middle of the month. A lot of excitement, a lot of cool things to share with everybody. We are live today with a beautiful friend of mine called Perla. Hi, Perla, one more time for the recording.
Hi, Luigi. Hi, everyone. And hi, Alan. Somebody says hi to me there.
And we have a lot of people that are coming on right now still. We have people watching us live on Facebook. We also have people that will be watching the recording. And this is all about Cloud Token. So just before I give it to Perla, just to share a little bit of nuggets with you, we are here because of Cloud Token, which is basically a wallet. Just like if you hold your crypto on Binance or on whatever other exchange, if you hold a 0.5 of Bitcoin on Binance or on Coinbase, wherever, guess what happens next year when you open up your wallet? You'll have a 0.5 of Bitcoin, right? No secret. Well, here, the only difference is that by holding your 0.5 in the Cloud Token wallet, Cloud Token is going to trade that 0.5 for you, and you'll be getting a return between 6 to 12% monthly. It's closer to 6, but it doesn't matter. This is going to get better with all the added products coming shortly. So you're going to be rewarded between 6 to 12% monthly, and that is paid every day in Cloud Tokens. But the beautiful thing about it is that these Cloud Tokens that you're earning every day are also going up in value, like I'll show you on the short presentation. So this is what it's all about in a nutshell. It's just basically holding our crypto on a wallet that's on your phone. And this wallet, every day you open up your wallet and you're getting free Cloud Tokens. I mean, the money that you're putting there, it's yours. You can take it out when you want if you don't like the project. There's no restrictions. There's no timeline where you have to hold it there 6 months before you get all your money back. Like we did a similar project lately, me and Perla, and we won't say the name. Well, we put in like so much money, and we have to wait like 8 months before all that money comes back. No, I mean, sorry. And that's crappy. And not only that, we also had an auto ship that we didn't even know about. So isn't it sad when you get sucked into these opportunities where people make it all beautiful, you're all hyped up and you're all excited, you trust the person who's bringing it to you, and then you find out that you have an auto ship, then you find out that your money is stuck there for so long, then you find out that when you want to withdraw your earnings, you're charged like 20% or whatever. Whoa! Here, you're getting, right, there's no auto ship. There's no monthly fee, there's no startup fee, there's nothing. Your money that you're putting into the wallet, it's yours. You can take it out when you want, whenever you want, and how you want. Your earnings, whatever you're making every day, just for keeping your crypto in the wallet, you can cash it out every day. I've been cashing out half of it every day. Some are cashing a little bit, some are leaving it all there because they're waiting for Cloud Token to go up and up and up and up. And I've been talking to Perla for many weeks before she actually pulled the plug, because Perla is somebody who loves crypto, and she'll explain it to you. She loves crypto. She knows what crypto is. She knows the kind of power that it can create, the kind of wealth it can create if Bitcoin goes to where we think it's all going to go. And we all know it's going to go somewhere very high in the next 6 months, a year or 2 years. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. But at the same time, she's tired of bringing her following, her people, into crappy deals, because we've done a few, like all of us. So it took her a bit of time before she actually pulled the plug, and she'll explain to you why. But finally, when she did pull the plug, it took a little bit of time before she actually started believing it, because it's not just signing up for Perla. Perla has to sign up, and then she has to believe in it, right? Yes. Now, once she believes in it, well, that's when the magic started happening a bit, okay? That's when I saw some sign-ups start coming in regularly, and I think that right now she's on a roll. She's all good. She's sold. She's openly promoting it like if it was her sister. She believes in it. She trusts the project. She understands a little bit more the vision and everything about it. So in a nutshell, just while I get everything ready, what's exciting you about all of this, and why did you make the move? Where do you see this all going?
Thank you, Luigi, for having me here. It's always exciting to be on a call with you. And well, me and Luigi go back a few years, and love working with Luigi. We've worked in many projects before, and yeah, as he was saying, in the past we've also been in projects that were not that great, and this is why I decided to first hop in this one, because I really like the concept. I mean, I was putting my my cryptos in my wallet. I had them in my wallet, so why not profit with the Cloud Token? So I decided to move my cryptos to the wallet. And once I started seeing that it's working, the project is working, and like he said, if you don't like the project, you can take your money out. Like, it's not stuck. Like, the projects, between 90 days to 120 days or whatever, your money is accessible to you at all times. And as you're accumulating your cloud tokens, right, it's also going up in price. And so yeah, that to me, it was like a no-brainer, but I had to believe in the project. And for me, it was seeing the transparency, seeing the projection, seeing the roadmap of what's happening here. And that's when I became a firm believer and started bringing people in the project. And very happy with the project. It's very easy to share. It's very easy to use. It's really a no-brainer. So that's pretty much my story here in Cloud Token, and love working with Luigi. So that's something always exciting. He's doing amazing, great leadership. That's another thing that I love about this project, the leadership, the fact that we have Ronald A., our CTO, accessible to us, updating us. And I mean, Luigi, you've met him a few times, and you got to see this project more clearly, and talking to the face behind this project. So amazing stuff happening here.
It's important what she said, because like it's not just about like we said, we all understand, okay, you put money in the wallet, but at the end of the day, what's important for Perla, me, and all the other leaders is when we met Ronald the first time, that was on the 12th of May, we asked Ronald, okay, listen, now we're giving you our money, okay, like we're putting it in this wallet, you're going to be trading it for us, you're going to get a return between 6 to 12% a month, it's going to be paid every day in cloud tokens, and we can withdraw these cloud tokens, meaning that you can convert the cloud tokens to Ethereum and cash them out every day. And it's all done within the app. It's not like you say your cloud tokens, you have to send them to somewhere else, and it's a complicated process. Like in the last project I was with Perla, all of a sudden we wanted to take out our coin, and then we found out that we had to take our coin, open up another wallet, send it somewhere else. Hey, what a mess, Perla.
Yeah.
It was so discouraging that I did not even do it. I was so pissed off. I'm serious. After all that trouble, finally we get to the point where, okay, you can only withdraw your money on a certain date. You have to have this. Then we finally get to all that thing after many months. We say, okay, let's take some of that money out. And then we find out that it's even more complicated. Oh my God. No more, everybody.
Yeah, no.
No more. We just can't stand it anymore. That's why Perla took so much time. That's why I also went through the effort of finding out who Ronald I was. I went to Bangkok. I met him personally at the launch on the 12th of May. Amazing person, everybody. Just an amazing person. We sat down with many leaders and we said, first thing, okay, how are you paying us, Ronald? I want you to understand this, because if you're new here listening, the first thing that you want to know is, how are you paying us? So that's when he showed us the live trades on the phone, and he showed us how to look on Binance. And we have a video on that, okay? If anybody wants to see the video on how you can see it, we have a video on that. Then we also said, okay, how does the price of the coin go from 30 cents like it went up to 48 cents? I'll get into that right away. But just before that, I want to say hello to all the other people that just came on. Hi, Barry, long time, haven't seen you. Send me a little message if you want to share some love with us. I'll bring you on, okay? If you're not naked and you're in a nice place where you're not jumping all over the place like I see always on video, please let me know and I'll bring you on with us, all right, Barry, today? It's been a long time. So I'm going to get into a little presentation for the people that are new here today. So just wanted to give you an overall light that we have a beautiful crypto project, because in crypto, there's the fastest way that you can make money is with crypto, everybody. Like, if you understand a little bit what happened with Bitcoins in the last many months, many years, it started at 8 cents, it went up to $1. From $1, it came back to 30 cents. From 30 cents, it went up to $3. It came back to $1. It went up to $10. It came back to $3. It went up to $1,000. It came back to $300. What it's doing is a pattern, meaning that it goes up higher, it loses about 70%. It goes up even higher, it loses 70%. It goes up even higher, it loses 70%. And the last time that happened was a year and a half ago. Remember a year ago when it went from $1,000 to $20,000? Ooh! That was crazy. Eh? That was American. That was like 23, 24,000 Canadian dollars. Now,
Yeah.
we went to 23, 24,000 dollars, and we were all crazy. We thought, then guess what happened? Yes, like usual, it lost 70% and it came back to $3,000, $4,000. But now it's on its way up again. It's at 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. There's a little bit of resistance, and we're going to see a jump. Okay, it'll pass that resistance of 12,000. It'll go to 15. It'll play around. It'll go to 20. But we're going to see this go all the way up to $50,000. Everybody, 100,000. I'm serious. So what do you want to do? You want to accumulate as many Bitcoins as you can. But there's two ways of doing it. The first one is you buy it, right? You buy a Bitcoin, it's $12,000. But it's not easy for everybody to have $12,000. Or the other way is in Cloud Token. You can start with $500, a little bit more, because you need at least $500 to fund your wallet if you want to get paid on your team. Meaning, you can start with less than $500, yes. You will get rewarded between 6 to 12% every month paid in Cloud Tokens if you're under $500, yes. But if you want to get paid from your team sharing, you have to have at least $500 or more in value. So this is what you need to understand then. If you want to start it, you like what you're hearing today, you get back to the person who's been sharing this with you to get their referral code. It's very easy. You download the app. It's on Google Store. It's on Play Store. Hey, it's even on Apple Store. Doesn't that make it real? You love, there's a lot of crypto deals that are on Apple. We're on Apple Store, and we're like one of the most downloaded apps lately. I mean, there's over like 600,000 downloads in the last month. It's crazy stuff happening right now. Teams that are starting like in China, Asia, Russia are blowing up. Meetings, events, live events all over the globe. And there's one happening in about a month from now. If you're new, if you're on the team, if you're getting started, you need to get to the big event in Malaysia in October. This is when all the ecosystem when I get into the presentation, everybody, I'm going to keep it short. Don't worry. I'm talking because I have a lot of little things that I wanted to share. But the presentation, I'm going to keep it really short today. So basically, in Malaysia, it's going to be the big launch on the beginning of August. You need to get there because this is when he's going to be announcing the travel portal, the e-commerce platform, the credit cards. Everything is going to come into completion. The Circle of Life. It's going to be a celebration event for Cloud Token. If anybody has attended the event in Bangkok on the 12th of May, or the leadership call that we had in Malaysia 3-4 weeks ago, you'll understand that you do not want to miss this big event. Then on top of that, we're doing something special for our team. Now, guess what we're doing? We're all going to live event, okay? While I'm getting the PowerPoint present, I want you to look at this because this is a lifestyle, okay? So basically what we're going to do is this. We're going to the live event in Malaysia, and guess where we're going the next day? We're all going together to this beautiful tropical island next to Malaysia. It's called Redang, where we'll be brainstorming, masterminding, where we'll be bonding together, okay? And we're also going to have a training while we're there because there's this big conference room where we'll be having some live trainings for the team. There's a lot of people coming with us. Why? I'll show you why. Look at this. You want to come to Redang with us, baby? Trust me. I'll show you why right away. All right. Welcome, Vietnam. We are back. Now, listen, I cut that short because I don't want to take too much time just looking at that video. But I hope you understand what's happening here. We're going to be going to Malaysia at the beginning of October. And right after the live event, we're going to be all taking off to this little gorgeous little island to spend 3 days together as a team. And we'll be like bonding together. We'll be masterminding. We'll be building more relationships. We'll be seeing people online that you have never seen before, all at the same place around a campfire. And on top of that, the scuba diving is included, you know, for those who want to go underwater and all that. It's pretty cool. So it's an amazing little, and it's really not expensive. You'll be surprised. I won't get into the numbers right now, but it's everything included. I mean, the room, the food, the booze, everything. It's all included, okay? Really not expensive. So anyways, we'll get back to that on after. We're first going to find out what the date for the event is. And right now, let's get into what is Cloud Token, everybody. So if you're new here today and you're watching this for the first time, you're at the right place. You should actually reach out to the person who's been sharing this with you and say thank you for thinking of me, because they actually, for the ones that, maybe once in a rare one, it's not their fault. I mean, we don't do it on purpose to bring people into bad deals, okay? I mean, nobody does it on purpose. I mean, how many times did Perla think that it was good, or did Luigi think that it was good? And all to find out that 2-3 months after, they ran away with all our money, right? It's not the first time. It's happened over and over and over again, unfortunately. But this time, I don't know why. I have a feeling that this time it's the right deal. Why? Because I'll tell you why right away. Let me just close this here. Welcome to the Cloud Token presentation here. And basically, here, let me just close this off here. Go to play, Cloud Token, store, exchange, and earn your tokens, okay? Now, beautiful thing about this is we're going to discuss the origins of cloud, benefits of trading, how to accumulate CTOs quickly, and the technology behind it. Who are we? This is who we are, Ronald I. Now, Ronald I is a World Blockchain Forum winner of 2018 number 1. And he's more than that. He's also the CDO of BitBeta, which is a very well-renowned company in Asia. But that's before going full-time to Cloud Token, okay? So yes, he's not in BitBeta now. He's completely Cloud Token. He's the face of Cloud Token. Now, why do I love Ronald I? I'll tell you why. Because the first time that we saw him, all the leaders together, not just me and all the other leaders, was at the 12th of May. And not just people that are on our team, people that are from other teams, Vitali, Daniel, but I mean, all these very good names, Chris Azura, Saul K. So all these people sat down with Ronald I, and we all sat down and we asked him these very important questions, like, Ronald, how are you paying us? So he said, he showed us with this trading bot that I'm using, that we're taking your money and we're doing trading and it's going to return this. Okay, how are you paying us to share it? Well, this is coming up from there. All right, can you prove it to us? Yes, on the app, you can see it. You can verify it on mine. That's perfect. Now, when the price of the token goes from 30 cents to 48 cents, can you prove it to us? Yes, with the reserve funds. Now, that's transparency. Transparency that you do not see in other crypto deals, everybody. I don't care what crypto deal you're doing. If they do not show you everything, do not do it. Just don't do it. You know how many wallets have closed lately? We heard about Plus Token. Well, Plus Token, I don't want to talk bad about it, and I'm not going to even compare it. I'm not saying that it's closed, because maybe some people are still hoping that it'll come back, but I don't think so. Unfortunately, what happens is this, my dear friends. Whether it's Cloud Token, Plus Token, or whatever token you want, when people put in money into a project, and the price of the token, or it goes up like from 40 cents to $133, like for example, Plus Token, it went up really, 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 really fast, from 40 cents to $133 in a year. Now you say to yourself, oh my God, how did it go up so fast? Where are they getting that number from? Well, they did not show you nothing. You could not know. You could not see the live trades. You could not see the reserve funds. You could not see nothing. You had to trust the company. But unfortunately, what happens with these crypto deals is this, my friends. As long as more money comes in, so example, you put money in, the price starts going up, you get excited, you share with your people, more people come in, they put more money in, the price goes up even faster, you get more excited. Now, as long as more people are putting money in than what they're taking out, the company's going to stay open, of course. Then after 6, 7, 8, 9 months, a year, because some it takes 3 months, some it's 6 months, some it's 9 months, some takes a year. When after a while, the price of the token has gone up so high and so fast, and it's not the real price, well, guess what happens? Well, people start withdrawing. Hey, oh my God, look, hey, it's at $100. So I'm going to cash out all my tokens. Well, guess what happens? When more money starts going out than coming in, that's when usually the company pulls the plug, runs away with our money, and says, oh, they got hacked or whatever stupid reason. Okay? So just don't believe anybody that does not prove anything to you. And that's the only reason why we love Cloud Token. And that's the only reason why Perla is here right now. Or she would not even show her face. Like, she's coming on my Zooms regularly now. She even wants to do it. She said, you know what, I want to do more of these with you. Because she really is not afraid of putting her face on it. Why? Well, because Ronald is transparent. Because Ronald is giving us everything. But there's also another reason, is that the price of the token went from 30 cents to 48 cents, okay? It didn't go up that fast in the last 3 months. It went up 63%, which is very good. But it's the real price. He's not just pumping the price up to make us happy. He's giving us the real deal. And it makes sense because there's another project similar to Cloud Token. I won't say the name, but they started at the same time as Cloud Token, okay? Same time. And it starts with an S, okay? They started at the same time. It's funny, their token is already at $3. Oh my God, how come are we only at 48 cents and they're already at $3? Is it because they're like 5 times bigger than us? No, they're not. I mean, Cloud is exploding all over the world. We have the most downloads on the app. And how come is our token at 48 cents and theirs is already at $3? I want you to do why. I want you to figure out why. It's probably because it's the brother or sister of the other one that we're talking about. That's all. Okay? I'm not here to put anything down because in life I've learned one thing. When you're in sales, I used to sell Ford cars. Well, I would never bring down GM to bring my Ford up. No, I would always give value to my Ford. So I try to do the same thing here. So sometimes I say some things a little bit off, I'm sorry, I'll take it back. That's not what I want to do. I just want to give value to Cloud, okay? I don't want to bring others down. But I just want you to understand the concept and mechanics behind it to make your own judgment to say, you know what? It does make sense what Luigi's telling me. I mean, the other project went from 40 cents to $3. Ours went from 40 cents to from 30 cents to 48 cents. So maybe ours is the real price and the other one is just another pump and dump. That's all I'm saying, okay, everybody? Now, at this big event on the 12th of May, there was somebody called Jim Rogers. Jim Rogers is he can't have more mainstream than him. So if you look at the picture, you can see Ronald Day in the middle with his yellow suit. You can see Jim Rogers right next to him, the little white guy with the white hair. You can see Luigi on the left side, 4 or 5 people to the left with his thumb up, and of course my business partner, Bob Ang. This was all the top leaders on May 12th. Now, Jim Rogers was there as the public speaker at this event. Now, what is he doing at Cloud Token event as a public speaker? Well, he's as mainstream as you get. He's a public investor. He comes from the United States. He's traditional. This is not an MLM guy. This is not a crypto guy. But all of a sudden, he's at this project and he's talking highly about crypto. He's talking about blockchain. He's talking about the future of Asia, that Asia is the next powerhouse. Listen, we had the Greeks, we had the Romans, we had Napoleon, we had the British, we had all these big historical destinies, these powerhouses. Then we had the United States. Well, you know what? The next one is China, everybody. So if you're in Asia, anywhere around China, you're very lucky because that's where all the money's going to be flowing in the next 10, 20 years. So now, we have Cloud Token started May 12 at 30 cents. It went all the way down to 48 cents. I have to update this slide because there's a couple of prices missing. We're talking about an increase of about 63%. 63%, everybody. Okay, are you stuck? I think she just had it. Here it is. So the ecosystem timeline, this is just a little overview of started in May, all the different projects that are going to be added. I'm just going to skip through this because I don't want to overflow information. I mean, if you're new here, let's get down to the basics of all this is about and understand it because at the end of the day, that's what's really important. Okay, everybody? So I'm going to just pass this little forward here. And we're going to go to the next slide, which is basically the AI trading software that we're using. It's called Jarvis. Now, this software, see, you're earning CTOs by holding onto your crypto. As you can see here, you can see the live trades on your Cloud Token wallet. You can also verify them on Binance. You don't have nothing to do. It's plug and play. You put in whatever amount. Let's say you start with $1,000 of Bitcoin or Ethereum. Or we have 5 different coins. You have Ethereum, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Dogecoins. But you also have TUSD. Now, why is this important? I'll tell you why. Listen carefully. This is important for everybody and also you as a leader to teach your people. So if somebody comes into your business, you have to tell them that they need to have at least $500 value to get paid on their sharing because we're paid 2 ways here. You can get rewarded in Cloud Tokens, from your personal deposit, like we know, but you can also get rewarded in cloud tokens by sharing it with others, which I'll explain to you, and that's very lucrative. But the problem with sharing it is you need at least $500 of value. So what we tell people is this: if you want to start with crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, something like that, you need to start at least with $700 or more. Why? Because you know what happens to crypto, eh? It goes up 15, 20%. It could come down 15, 20%. So if you start with $525 and tomorrow it goes down 15%, oops, you'll wake up tomorrow and you'll see that your trading is down at $450. What happens if you go under 500? You'll still make your commissions for your personal deposit. Yes, you'll still get your cloud tokens every day. But all your sharing commissions, you won't get them until you go over 500. So we tell people that want to start with crypto, you need to start with 700 or more. Now, if for some reason you only have $550, the next best solution is to put TUSD. This is a stable coin. Ask your upline or somebody in your upline, your sponsor, to explain what this is all about if you're new. TUSD is just like, it follows the dollar value. So if you put in $525, it will not go up, it will not go down. Now, I like crypto personally, like Perla, like many of us. We love crypto because it's the adrenaline of, like example, when Bitcoin goes up, guess what happens? The value goes up, we make more cloud tokens. But when Bitcoin goes down, we make less. So we love that. That's what it's like a fix. It's like a drug for us. We love it. But for some people that maybe do not have the means to be able to add more money when it goes down, I suggest that you just put in $525, at least a little bit over 500, and put it in TUSD because it's stable. It will not go under or over, and it'll always be stable, okay? If you need help with that, just reach out to your sponsor or somebody in your upline. So fully automated AI trading, live feeds, 100% transparency. Our crypto is pretty much safe with this AI trading. Our unique technology, watch this here. It's basically a little credit card, NFC card that we all get at these events. So if you're going to Malaysia, you'll be able to get one of these cards. I love it because when you log into your Cloud Token app, you always have to put in your 60-digit code, your long password. With this beautiful card, you just scan it. This is the one that I'm going to send you, by the way, Perla. But the one I'm going to send you is a Power Team card. I'll show you right now. It has our logo. It's not exactly like that. What I love about it is once you tag it together in the back of your phone, guess what? Every time you want to log into your app, you just scan your code and bingo, it opens up without having to put in all those passwords and that. Just love this. This is technology from our company, everybody, okay? Now, next thing is, very important, income disclaimer. We are not financial advisors. The ideas presented are our own experiences on how to profit in business, not financial advice. We are not a financial investment company and can make no representations or guarantees of income. We never recommend or outlay money you can't afford to lose. Don't rush in anything. Do your own research. Myself or any team members are not liable for any damages, expenses, or losses you may suffer from this information. As with any business, your results may vary and will be based on your individual capacity, business experience, expertise, and level of desire. There are no guarantees concerning the level of success you may experience. Everyone's success depends on their dedication, desire, motivation, the belief in yourself, and how much belief you have in the company. I mean, I keep saying it over and over and over and over again. To succeed in life, in whatever you're doing, you need to be passionate about something. I mean, if you need to really, really be passionate about the opportunity you're sharing, and you also have to have a burning desire to succeed. If you have these two elements, there's nothing that can get in your way. So all this disclaimer is telling you is this: please don't just listen to Perla alone. Don't just listen to Luigi's advice alone. Don't just listen to the guy on YouTube who's talking bad or good about cloud because he's jealous or because he wants you to join his opportunity. Don't just listen to him alone. Don't just go see your mother, your brother-in-law, and they say, hey, what are you doing? You're wasting time online again. Don't just listen to them alone. You know what I want you to do? I want you to listen to everybody and take your own judgment. Use your own brain, your own heart to say, you know what? Do I like what Perla and Luigi are sharing with me today? Do I trust these individuals? Should I actually go for it? So if you decide to go for it, I want you to take responsibility and say, you know what? If I make money, it's my fault. And if I lose money, it's my fault. We're not telling you to put on all your money. We're not telling you to go out of your way to mortgage your house to put in money. We're just telling you to put in whatever you can afford to lose. And if you make money and you share this, you can actually have a lot, because a lot of people are making some ridiculous money right now. People are changing their lives. I have people quitting their jobs after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I actually Oh my God. I'm not even going to say what I'm making because it would be kind of rude and being polite. And some people might even say, you know what, it's a scam, Luigi. You can't make that much money. Well, yes, you can. I always knew it that people can make some crazy money online. Until it happens, it's hard to believe, but it can happen. And it's crazy what you can make in cloud token if you believe in it and you run with it and you share it with the world. It's really amazing. So here we went over the benefits of JR. So there's two ways that you can earn CTOs. Okay, the first way is by putting money on your wallet, and every day you'll receive free cloud tokens depending on the amount of crypto you put in and the value of the crypto as it goes up and down. Now, you receive between 6 to 12% a month. You can withdraw at any time and cancel at any time, like we told you. Isn't that beautiful? Now, the other way that you can also earn CTLs is by sharing it. Now, this is really cool. So I'm going to skip this part here. I'm going to go to the next part right here. Wait a second. It'll be easier to understand. So basically, let's look at the first. No, I'm going to go to the next slide because it just comes to the same thing. It's two slides that talk about the same thing. So I'm going to go to this beautiful next slide here that's going to pop up after these 21 levels and talk about exactly this little diagram here. So to share it is very simple, okay? Level 1, you have Paul, like you're on top. So pretend I'm the girl there, okay? I'm very dumb. Now, I'm the girl and I bring in Paul. Paul puts in $1,000. Now, Paul is on my level 1, okay? Now, just for the sake of calculating this, okay, because we're actually making between 6 to 12% a month. But for the mathematics to be able to understand it, let's just round it off at 10%. It's easier to calculate for all of us. So 10% of $1,000 is $100, okay? So now Paul puts in $1,000. He makes 10%, so he's making $100. Now, then Jane comes in, she puts in $10,000. So 10% of $10,000 is $1,000. Then after Robert comes in, he puts in $500. So he makes 10% of that. So he's making $50. Now guess what happens? Since all these three people, you brought them in, they're on your level 1. Well, you make 100% matching bonus on your level 1. So that means that if they're making $100, $1,000, and $50 every month, that's every month, okay? As long as they leave their money in the wallet, every month they're getting this. Well, they're on your level 1. You're making the same thing as them every month. Imagine, there's no limit on how many people you can sign up personally. Whenever they're earning every month, you're making the same thing as them on top of that. Isn't that amazing? Now, level 2. They start inviting people, okay? So now the people that they invite are going to be on your second level. Now, on your second level, it's different. You're making a 50% matching bonus, which means that you're making half of what they're making. So now, Mary on your second level, she puts in $1,000. 10% of $1,000 is $100. Well, since you're making half of that, you're getting $50 every month. Just like Peter on the next side, he puts in $500. So 10% of $500 is $50. But half of that is $25. Then finally, the Suzanne, she puts in $2,000. It's $200, but half of that is $100. So guess what? On your level 2, they're making 50, 25, and 100 every month. Well, you're making 50, 25, and 100 every month. Listen, this comp plan for sharing is just, it's amazing. I mean, that's how I was able to, to go from 0 to hero in just a couple of months, everybody. And not just me. I mean, so many people on our team. I mean, I have Guillermo. Guillermo's one of my good buddies, and he came with me to Singapore a couple of weeks ago. You all saw that. And this guy has just literally changed his life in Cloud Token. He's making more money every day in Cloud Token than he's ever made online than anything else. And he's not the only person. It's story after story after story. Now, it doesn't stop there. Level 1, level 2, okay? How about level 3 all the way down to level 21? You're making a 5% matching bonus. Now, what is 5% matching bonus? I'll explain. Somebody on your third level makes $100 a month. Well, 5% of $100 is $5. So you're making $5 every month from this person who's on your level 3. Now, you know what you need to understand? You're paid 5% like that all the way down to level 21. Now, if you understand how the dynamic works, look at this. On your first level, you get 3 people. Those 3 people get 3 people. You have 9 people on your second level. On your second level, if those 9 people get 3 people, you have 27 people on your third level. Imagine how many people you can have on level 21. Even if everybody only found 2, 3 people each, you could have thousands of people on level 21. This is why this comp plan is just simply mind-blowing. Now, for some of you, you might be saying, oh my God, Luigi, how can they pay out all that money? I mean, this is ridiculous. Well, I made the calculation, okay? Basically, it comes out to about 35 to 40%. But you know what? They're not paying out 35 to 40%. The actual number, we sat down with Ronald and we went through all the math, exactly what was coming in with the trades, what was in the reserve funds with the profits. And once everybody paid out, what is the percentage? The percentage is between 18 to 19%, everybody. Why? Because not everybody gets down to 21 levels. You know, when we look at these comp plans, yes, some people like me and many others do have people 21 levels down, but the majority of people, I mean, some people just put money in and they're happy. They're making 6 to 12% a month. There's no auto ship, eh? I mean, it's not like other opportunities where you have to put some money in. You're making money, but you have to pay something every month. Here you have nothing to pay every month. So even the person who's not building, who puts in $1,000, $5,000, whatever the amount, he's making free cloud tokens every day, and these cloud tokens are going up in value. He can sell them whenever he wants. Listen, nobody's taking their money out. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, that's the worst case. I mean, we've done so many opportunities where there was an auto ship, and guess what happens when there's an auto ship? People go to this big event, they're all excited. Now they see this big presenter that has charm, who has charisma, who makes them all excited about this beautiful health product, and now he tells them, listen, you buy this package at $1,000, you have this auto ship after that, you have to keep at $150, $200 every month to be able to get paid, right? Now, oh, it doesn't matter, it's just $150 every month. Yeah, why? Well, because you just get 3 people who get 3 people. Yeah, listen, it's easy on paper. But the reality is that most people, 70 to 80%, are not able to get their 3 people. They get 3 people, they get 3 people. So what happens to that 70%? Well, they pay $150 the first month, the second month, and on the third month, they're gone. They're running away. You can't even catch up to them. So you're always there starting over. You're building a team, you lose 70%. You're building a team, you lose 70%. And after 2, 3, 4, 5 times, you end up quitting. You say, you know what, it's enough. I've had enough. Well, what we love about Cloud Token, there's no auto ship. People, whatever they're putting, they're making some cloud tokens that are free. The cloud tokens are going up in value. Nobody's taking out their initial deposit because at the end of the day, even if they withdraw their earnings every day, they're not taking out their initial deposit. Almost nobody. There's no auto ship. So isn't it beautiful? So that 70% of the people that usually quit, they're not quitting on you here. And finally, there's also rank advancement bonuses, level C1 all the way to C5, where there's an additional 5% infinity until you get cut off. I'm not going to get into that. It's just an extra benefit as you're going up the ranks. If you want to know more about that, reach out to your sponsor or somebody in your upline. Learn a little bit more about that, all right? The biggest part is just understanding the comp plan. You have 21 levels. It's amazing. It's very lucrative to share this. Now, why Cloud Token? These are all the reasons why we went over. No packages to buy, no membership fees, no monthly auto ship, no contracts. You can withdraw anytime, earn passively without sponsoring. Cloud Token generates revenues from crypto trading, blah, blah. No token, the potential to vote. The token has the potential to go up 10 times or more in the next 12 months. You know what I love about this? Is we're not hyping it up. We're not exaggerating. Like I remember when we started a couple of months ago, it's not our fault, because we were looking at the other project, like we all know, Plus Token, unfortunately. We're looking at that and we're looking at, oh my God, it went from 40 cents to $100. So that was like 100 times your money, eh? So we were all excited and that's how we were sharing it with everybody. But that's not the truth. The truth is that if our Cloud Token goes up to 10 times, we're like, oh my God, we're the most lucky people in the world. And I only want it to go up 10 times. I want this to be real. I don't want it to go up 100 times and in a year from now they run away with our money. No. Now, tokenomics, this is what you need to understand, okay? This is how the price of the token went from 30 cents to 48 cents. So basically, tokenomics consists of 2 words, token and economics. Tokenomics is the quality of a token which will convince users, investors to adopt it and help build the ecosystem around underlying the project of that token. So, example, the price of the token is based on a very simple formula through Jarvis. Jarvis is the trading bot that we're using. Our crypto assets are the exchanges and rewarding the members with CTOs, with cloud tokens. The current CTO price is determined by the number of CTOs in circulation versus the assets of earnings created by Jarvis in the reserve pool. See, there's 2 pools here of money. One pool of money is where everybody puts their money in pool A. That's where the company has all the money that trades for us. And then after, once they trade and they make money by trading, well, they pay us the commissions, they pay us for sharing it. And what's left over, The extra goes into the reserve pool. And that is what dictates the price of the token. So depending on how much profit there is, that's how our token went from 30 cents to 31 to 32 cents. And now it's like 48 cents is with the money in the reserve pool. Now, what's beautiful is this. Also affecting the price of the CTO pretty soon will be the travel portal, the e-commerce platform, the CTO MasterCards that I've already been started giving out. I'm going to be receiving mine this week, and the VIP programs. So basically what all this means is this. We understand that right now the money that's going into the reserve pool is by the trading with the Jarvis, and that's what's bringing the price slowly up, slowly. But pretty soon, in a month or two from now, we're going to have the travel portal that's going to be added. I was online with Ronald, and everything's on its way. Here to the launch in October, everything is going to be done. So the travel portal is going to be bringing more money into the reserve pool. So bring the price up even faster. There's going to be e-commerce platform. There will be more money added to the reserve pool, bringing it up faster. We also have these CTO MasterCards where the fees of the cards are also going to be added to the reserve pool, bringing the cloud token up even faster. But there's also VIP programs. Example, there's one that was just launched a week or two ago. I think it's already started. It's called Friday. Now, what is Friday? Friday is for the whales. You know what a whale is? A whale is not a big, big fish in trading. A whale in trading is just somebody that has millions of dollars. Now, the problem with whales in trading is that they have a lot of money. So they manipulate the market. And since you're not a big player, you don't have millions of dollars, guess what happens? They eat you up alive. Now, since Ronald is smart, and if anybody has ever listened to Ronald on any of his speeches, he always says, we are partners. He always says, I did not create cloud token to make the rich richer, but to create wealth for everybody. So when Ronald understood what a whale could do to us, he said, let's separate the whales from everybody else. So we are all in Jarvis, all of us together, okay? And he's controlling it so nobody gets hurt. At the same time, he took all these whales and he asked them to be put on the side with another project called Friday. Now, Friday is going to be doing trading for these whales, and it's going to be doing the trading on their platform because, you know, when people have millions of dollars, they don't just want to give them millions of dollars to the company. They're holding their crypto on their own exchanges, and the company is using their software called Friday and doing the trading for them on their exchange. But guess what's beautiful is that 20% of the money that these whales will be making, 20% is going to be added to the reserve pool. So that's going to benefit us, helping the cloud token go up. So we're going to see a lot of VIP programs. Pretty soon, you're going to open up your cloud token wallet. You're going to see Jarvis. You're going to see Friday. You're going to see Susan, Mary, and whatever else that they come up with. Pretty cool stuff. Now here, I'm just going to end on this, okay? A little hypothetical value so we can have some fun here. 25,000 CTOs. Now, I know for some of you, oh my God, that's a lot. You know, you're only making like 5, 6 a day. I understand that, okay. But you're not sharing it if you're only making 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5 a day, okay. Because if you start sharing it, you're going to see that you can actually start making 20, 30, 40, 50 a day, 100 a day, 1,000 a day, 10,000 a day, 20,000 a day. I know people that are making 25,000 CTOs every day and even more. I know some people that are making 25,000 CTOs in 2 days. I know people that made 25,000 CTOs in 1 week. I know people that made 25,000 CTOs in 1 month. I know people that took 2 months, 3 months. Now, you're telling me, Luigi, yeah, but listen, I'm not that very good. You know, like, I don't know that many people like you guys. I don't have a big mouth like you, and I don't know how to speak like you. No, but it's okay, Johnny. You don't have to be big mouth like me and speak like me. All you need to do, Johnny, is use my webinars and invite people to them, right? Who's doing the talking here? Am I talking or are you talking? So if I'm talking, all I'm asking you is this. Johnny, talk to everybody you know in the world and get them to these calls. You know that we have these calls many times. Every day of the week, we're doing a call. We're doing a call on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Why at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Because in America, at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, okay, it's 8 o'clock in the UK at night. It's 9 o'clock at night for Europe, Central Europe. It's 9 o'clock at night for South Africa, for the African continent. And it's also 9 o'clock at night for Egypt, for in the Middle East. So basically, you can invite people to these calls on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays who are in Africa, Middle East, Europe, or the UK. Then we also have calls on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays because you have a call each day. So on those days, we do a call at 9 o'clock at night, Eastern Standard Time, which is good for America, but it's also good for Australia because it's the next day. So here basically on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, Tuesday night, and Wednesday at 11 or noon, it's like Sydney, Australia. So it's good for them. Then finally, we have a call that we're doing once a week that I missed today because I slept. I'm sorry for my Asian team today. It was a big apology. I do a call at 9 a.m. in the morning on Wednesday, so that in Asia, it's 9 o'clock at night, okay? It's the only, so I try to at least do one for these guys, and I usually succeed. And when I do that call at 9 a.m. in the morning Eastern Standard Time, it's 9 o'clock at night in Asia, but it's also 6:30 at night for India. So it's pretty, we're trying to do a call for everybody in the world. So all we're telling you is just learn how to get people to these calls. If you do that, you know what's going to happen? You know those 25,000 CTOs right there? It might take you 4 months. It might take you 5 months. It might take you 6 months. Hey, baby, even if it would take you 12 months, okay? 12 months to get 25,000 CTOs. What happens if it goes 10 times the price and it hits $10? You just made $250,000 in a year. Isn't that pretty good? I mean, could that change your life? How about if it goes to $20? We're talking about $500,000. Nice, eh? What if in the next couple of years you have 200,000 CTOs in the next couple of years? Because we're going nowhere, eh? I don't know if anybody saw my post today with Bob Pang in Asia. He was with Li in China, one of the top earners. This is going nowhere. Eh? This is a real wallet. We're going to be here for years. So what happens if you accumulate 200,000 CTOs and the price goes to $10 in the next couple of years? You just made $2 million, my friends. So I want you to sleep on those numbers and say, you know what? I like it. I think 25,000 CTOs, I mean, some people did it in a day. Some people did it in 2 days. Hey, I can do it at least in a year, eh? Even if I'm slow. Eh? All I have to do is get people on Luigi's calls. Yes, that's all you need to do. So what is the ecosystem here? What is Cloud Token? Well, it's basically you're earning CTOs with your deposits. You're earning CTOs by sharing it. And you're also going to be able to spend it with the travel, with the e-commerce, and with the CTO cards. So this is Cloud Token in a nutshell. Here's a small video on the card that I'm going to be receiving also. So there's the NSC card, but there's also the MasterCard that will be able to have CTOs on and convert a whole bunch of cool things. Yes, everybody will start being able, not everybody, it's starting the C4s, C3s, then after it's going to be the C1, C2, C1s. And yeah, I think you have to be at least a C1 or over to have access to that card. Why? Because there's a lot of money involved with the card. They have to preload the card. Hey, what can I say? It's not because they don't want. It's just the logistics of it and the cost of it. So you have to at least be a C. So with that all said, everybody, I'm going to get back to my beautiful speaker here, my guest star today, who is Perla Caputo, that I also admired for many years. I've been wanting to work with her for many years. I succeeded last time, but we had a bad deal. We had a bad rap because it went up so fast. We thought we made it. We were rich, but it went up fast. It went faster down than it went up. So what can I say?
Well, you know what, Luigi?
I can't hear you, Perla. Open your mic. Let's see if we can open your mic first.
Yeah, my mic is open. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. So it's, you know what? It's, I mean, it is what it is, right? Our heart was all in it. It looked like a very good deal. However, this one looks, it's, you know, it's the real deal. We've seen everything that is behind it now. You know, the CTO, the trades, the ecosystem they have coming. So this is a real thing. And, you know, you're doing amazing. You're always, you've always shown your leadership, and so we're following. You know what I mean?
Thank you very much. Barry, I brought you on. Eh? You said you're there. Are you there? Open your mic.
I think he left. Didn't he leave?
Oh, he left? Okay. Well, it's too bad for him. I brought him on. So listen, everybody, listen, you summed it up well. And with that, I want you to call on more often with me. And you know what I want you to do pretty soon when you're ready? I want you to do one of the presentations for me, because that's what's nice. It's hearing different voices. I do the PowerPoint presentation.
Absolutely.
So when you're ready, please let me know that. Say it to me. Today it's me, Luigi. All right. And hey, there's a lot of great things happening, everybody. And I want to get out to the community, everybody. Listen to this, okay? We've heard some rumors of, unfortunately, these are things that happen. Hey, Barry! You just showed up.
Hey, Luigi!
Listen, it's been a while, so I said I got to bring you on. So what's happening with your life, buddy? You still pumping cloud?
Of course I am. Of course I am. It's the only project that's really paying me. I'm in other things, but my heart's in the cloud, and the one every day. I've been at this networking for stinking game for 35 years. So I'm waiting for the magic to really take off like it has for you. I appreciate what you're doing, Luigi. Luigi's got some great stuff. Learn this, get the PowerPoint, show it to people, download the app. I mean, we could all do this. It's not that hard. Go to the Play Store, tell your friends about it. I told a few friends, and now a couple million's been deposited. So
and that's the truth, everybody. I mean, Barry, look, he's been around a long time. He's tried a lot of different things, and it's not that he might be doing other things too. But I agree with him that this is solid. He also understands that it's the real deal. He is making something solid with. He can also see that his downline is not really losing. Like what he's gaining every day, it's not just going away. Like we see oftentimes where it goes up and it goes down, goes up, goes down. Here at least it's going up and it's staying there. You know, it's going up a little bit, it's staying there. So at the end of the day, where you are right now, it's not that bad because I know your team. Hey, one more little push from you and you can get to the next level. I mean, you're not missing much, eh? Just one little push.
Yep, I'm pushing. I want to be a C2. I want to go to Malaysia. Going to events is very powerful. So if you guys know anyone in Malaysia, or if you could go, you definitely want to go because you'll come back with your hair on fire.
And not only that, I want you to come to Malaysia, but not just for the event. I want you to come to Redang. You know that beautiful, gorgeous island?
I want to go too and meet you and hang out.
I always see you on your videos dancing. I could see you on the beach down there.
Of course. I need to get away from Chicago and have some fun, on an island. That looks wonderful.
Hey, listen, plus, I'm going to send you the price, okay, the price tag to go there for 3 days. You're going to freak out, brother. I'm not even going to publicly announce it because if I announce it, we're going to fill the island up. I'm serious. Everything included, 3 days, alcohol, the food, the scuba diving, everything.
The women, 3 women? No.
I'll send you a little message. I'll tell you the price for 3 days, everything.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
So jump in, everyone. I went to a networking event last night. I might have a couple people on this call. And it's just fun telling people about this.
All right. Thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks a lot. Come on more often, okay?
Okay, I will.
Bye, Barry.
Bye.
Bye.
So with that all said, everybody, thanks for coming on. We have a lot of people on today. We have a lot of people also watching on our Power Team group. I know that some people will be watching the recording. Yes, the call is recorded. I'm going to upload it to video. I'm going to put it on the group after if you want to share with some prospects. And it's very simple. We are at the beginning of this avalanche that, like a snowball effect. It's going down the mountain and it gets bigger and nothing's going to stop it. This is going to get wider and wider. One last thing I want to mention out. There's a little, yes, that's the card that we're talking about, the Power Team card.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to be sending you one, Perla. But I have another one. It's the Power Team. This is the first one that he got. I actually got another batch with our Power Team logo on it. So I'll send you that one. And it's the same thing. It does the same thing, Barry. Now, one thing that's important here is this. Listen, everybody. We cannot control what everybody does. I know that. But as a community, I'm going to be telling everybody this. We have some people that are messaging people in our downlines, and they're trying to steal our leaders, okay? So they're messaging leaders on your team, and they're telling them, listen, if you bring all your team with you, we're going to pay you. We're going to put a lot of money under you. Now, I want to know who these people are, everybody, because I want to kick them out of our communities, okay? We don't need people like that. I mean, I know that you cannot control everything. You cannot force people to join you. But that is one thing. That once people have joined you, okay, they joined you. They're part of your team. Now you have some idiots. I don't know from where they come from. And I call them idiots because this is as scumbag marketing as you can get, where they just reach out to people on your team and they say, listen, bring everybody from your team over to me, and I have my upline, this big guy who has a lot of money. He's going to fund a lot of accounts under you. Now, listen, I don't know who's doing that, but I want to find out. So as a community, I know that we're all strong here. I already have 2 people that reported it to me. I have 2 names on my blacklist. So you'll see that maybe if you're watching here today might be the last time because I'm going to be eliminating these 2 people from all their communities and all the chats and all the telegrams. So I want everybody in the community now. We work as a team, okay? We're not here to try to control everybody. We're not here to try to force people to join you. No, the people that are with you, we're here to protect you. I mean, please, come on. You worked very hard for a month or two to start a team, and all of a sudden you have this guy, I don't know from where, who starts throwing money around just to take your top guy away from you. Well, where is this guy? Where does he come from? I mean, what country? What mother? Who is mother? Did he have any education? Does he have any, I mean, please, it just doesn't make sense. It's like there's things that you can do and things that you don't do, and this you don't do that. It's stupid. It's irrelevant. It's no integrity. It's kind of sad that people would stoop so low to build a team. You agree, Perla?
Yeah, no, totally agree with you. I was not even aware that was happening. But that's horrible.
I know, because I have two people that reached out to me in 2 days. I'm not going to put names right now. The two people say, hey, I have this guy who's reaching out to me and some people on my team. I'm not worried, but I mean, is this happening? Then another person does it to me again today. Another person, I said, okay, stop. So we're going public here, okay? So now everybody in the community, we work as a team. I want to know the names of everybody who's reaching out to you on your team and telling you to leave your team, to come with their team because they're going to pay you money. Let's get together and let's kick all of these people out. All right, everybody? Why? Because they will not have access to anything we do. They won't have access to our Zooms. They won't have access to our community. Hey, they'll be alone. And you know what? On top of that, I'm going to message Ronald. I sent him a message yesterday, and I told him that this is going on, okay? So I want to know what Ronald has to say now. Are we allowed to do that, Ronald? Are we allowed to call other teams and start stealing leaders by giving money? Are we allowed to do that, Ronald? You know what I think Ronald's going to say? I think he's going to say, no, we're not allowed to do that. Well, what are we going to do about it, Ronald? Well, how about if we terminate their account? Okay? So that's what I'm going to be pushing for. I'm going to ask Ronald, like, listen, we can't control everybody, but this is going one step too far. Because if you let things like this pass, it's going to become a free-for-all. I'm sorry here. We're here to have fun. We're here to have a bit of integrity. We're working very hard, all of us together, to build a bit of a team. And then you have this guy from I don't know where start throwing money away to steal the only guy that you have on your team. Please. No. Now, I don't want that. And I'm sure that many of you don't want that. And I'm sure that Ronald doesn't want it too. So I'm going to make sure with Ronald that we take care of that. So I need some names, everybody. Anybody does that to you, reaches out to you, and wants to buy you to go to another team, please reach out to me. Because you want to know why? Because if you join him, he's doing that to everybody. I mean, do you want to work with somebody like that? Or do you want to work with real people? It's your choice. Hey, go have fun with them. Start your own community. Bye, everybody.
All right, Luigi. Bye, everyone.